Yo, what is up, guys? It's Pedro here. So today we got some major Trent Williams news. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content, and let's get right into it. So this is probably gonna be the last Trent Williams video because he's probably gonna get traded today. But John Keim reported that there's three teams interested in Trent Williams, and someone reported, ESPN reporter, reported that the Vikings are still in pursuit of Trent Williams. So I really think a deal is gonna get done today. Yes, his value dipped down. I think that we could have probably gotten a second round pick if we traded him before the draft, but that was the risk of doing it then because the Browns lost, we lost the trade with the Browns because they got their tackle. A couple other teams, but there's still a few other teams that make sense. Obviously, the Vikings. You could go Miami because Austin Jackson's more of a project pick. Seahawks, Chargers, Bengals, Cardinals, all those teams are possible picks. If we get a third round pick, if we get a high third round pick, I will be happy. If it's a mid third round pick, maybe throw in a fifth, and I'll be happy. But the Vikings reportedly, I'll read the whole thread right here. This is pretty important information. So, uh, this reporter said the Vikings are in pursuit for Trent Williams. There was an offer proposed at least a week before the draft from Minnesota, a day three pick. A day three pick. That means it's a fourth or lower. And unless it's fourth round pick and Riley Reef, I'm 100% not doing that. A fourth round pick. If we only can get a third or a fourth round pick, then I'm just saying, Trent, you're staying here. You're gonna be forced to play because even if he plays and it's okay play by him, it's gonna help Dwayne develop, and we'll still get a fifth round comp pick for him. Yes, it's a fifth round comp because he's been playing in the league for 10 years. But I'm not going for anything less than uh if we get a three or a fourth, a high fourth, two fourths, then I'll do it maybe. But this is what she said. They have the draft capital to do it with 12 picks for days 2 and 3. They got a lot of picks yesterday for trading down. Um, so and they have to free up cap space. We'll see. Um, haven't heard much recently about Anthony Harris being a trade candidate, and Spielman says the Vikings were pretty well set at safety, so he might be off the table. The question remains: will Williams play on his current contract, where he's set to earn 12.5 million? And like I said, they have to create cap space. And she said the logical move in a potential trade would be to send Reef. So if we got Reef in a third round pick, I would seriously be happy with that trade. Or Reef and two fourth round picks, I would be happy with that too. Because yes, he's a little bit expensive, but you get a left tackle that can start in this league and is an average starter, which is a lot better than what we had last year. And we got him for another year, so 2 years, and we can get maybe a third or fourth round pick. Yes, both teams can argue, or both fan bases can argue that each team has leverage. I agree with both because the Vikings are in pursuit of Trent Williams. So we have the leverage in that stance because we're not going to, if we don't get a good trade offer, we're not going to trade up to them, and they're going to have to draft a tackle in the second round if they don't want to give us a third or higher round pick. So, and also, they have somewhat leverage because we are running out of options and we're going to probably have to trade him. But Kyle Smith also said yesterday that they're working out a deal for Trent. They've been trying to do it for the last couple weeks, and it could be done in 5 minutes or 5 days. He doesn't know. I really think it's going to be done today, though. And also stay tuned for some Curtis Samuel news. He's on the trade block, and I'll be going to be talking about that and how he would fit us. But I think a Trent Williams deal is done today. I think the three teams most likely to watch is the Vikings, Seahawks, and maybe the Cardinals or Chargers. Actually, I think Chargers because they don't have a good left tackle, and they just drafted Justin Herbert, and you got to get a good offensive line for your rookie quarterback. We saw what Dwayne did in the beginning of the season without a great offensive line and how that hampered his development. So I think having a good offensive line is essential for a rookie quarterback, and I think if they give us a third round pick for Trent, I'll do that because their third round pick is a high third round pick, and it'll give us ammo to possibly trade into the second round. Where, guys, I'm really excited about this today just because we're going to get some picks for the Trent Williams deal, I assume. And I think we can get someone like Laviska Shenault possibly, or a really good quality receiver in the third in the third round. If not in the third round, we can get someone like Van Jefferson or KJ Hill in the fourth round when we have 2 fourth-round picks, maybe more with this Trent Williams deal. I think for the third-round pick, it's going to be the cornerback, offensive tackle, or wide receiver, unless Cole Kmet is there, which I doubt. Maybe another tight end, we'll see, or if there's a good safety like Kyle Duggar or someone like that. But like I said, there's no reason to. I don't care if you need to get him away or get him out of here. There's no reason to trade Trent for a day 3 pick, especially when all the teams right now, or a lot of them, have their tackle situation situated or resolved. And I think what you do, if you can't get more than a 4th-round pick, or if you can't get 2 4th-round picks, and what I would do is keep them, have them play the season, or have them play until a trade deadline, and see if you can get more then, because you all know there's a lot of injuries in football, and if someone's left tackle, a playoff team, their left tackle gets hurt for the season or for like 8 weeks, then they're going to need a left tackle, and they might give us a 2nd-round pick. What really upsets me, though, is that a 2nd-round pick was offered and more by the Browns last trade deadline. And of course, it's not the new regime's fault, but Bruce Allen screwed everything up for us, and I'm so upset that we could have gotten a 2nd-round pick this year. And if you think about it, a 2nd-round pick from the Browns is super early, so we botched that, and I'm just mad about that. But now going on to the Curtis Samuel news. So Redskins, or not Red, Ian Rappaport reported that the Panthers have been open to deals this offseason, and a name to watch is Curtis Samuel. Curtis Samuel has been, or played really good last year, and obviously has the connection with Scott Turner and Ron Rivera in Carolina. So would make sense. This deal would make sense for the Redskins if they wanted to go after him. And Dwayne Haskins obviously already made his. He already went and recruited him. Said that he wanted him to come. But yeah, obviously though, if we get Riley Reiff and a 3rd-round pick, I will honestly not be upset with that, because with that pick in Riley Reiff, you don't have to get a tackle, at least with your 3rd-round pick and your early 4th-round pick. And if we get a 4th-round pick in Riley Reiff, I also won't be too upset. I would prefer a 4th and a 5th and Reiff, because they do have a lot of draft capital, so that's somewhat like we have a little bit of leverage there, because they got 12 picks in 6 remaining rounds. So they got 2 picks per round. So I think that we got to stay firm and get at least a 3rd round, or at least 2 4th-round picks. If not, I'm not doing it. If that's not on the table, then I'm not doing it. At least 2 4ths or a 3rd. And honestly, even a 3rd wouldn't be that good for me. I think you got to go a 3rd and a mid-round pick. A 3rd and a 4th, or 3rd and 5th would be good for me. I would do that. Or a 3rd and Reiff. I would get that done. Let me know what you guys think. And guys, don't let this get your mood down. We still got the best player in the draft in Chase Young. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. What is your minimum that you have to get from a Trent Williams deal to trade him? For me, like I said, a 3rd, a high 3rd, or 2 high 4s is the absolute minimum. And also, give me some names that you would like us to draft today with that 66th pick, or maybe higher if we use the picks to trade up from the Trent Williams picks that we get. The names I like, obviously Laviska Shenault. Michael Pittman's probably not going to be there. Bryce Hall is a good pick for cornerback. You got Kyle Duggar for safety. Cole Kmet, Adam Troutman for tight end. Mims is going to get drafted in the 1st round, but I absolutely love him. There's a lot of other receivers that, KJ Handler, there's a lot of other receivers that if we got them today, I think would be absolute game wreckers. Michael Pittman, man, if we still had that 2nd round from Montez Sweat trade last year, I would absolutely get him in the 2nd round. Maybe not with that 2nd overall pick in the 2nd round, but maybe we'd trade back. And hey, look back, honestly, guys, for a trade back in this round, in the 66th spot, unless there's amazing player left on the board. Again, guys, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned. Updates today on who we pick and the Trent Williams trade. Thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully this is my last Trent Williams video. Peace. You guys, real quick, let me know if you guys would like me to stream today. Just comment down below if you would like me to stream. Again, peace.